again, going back to my points earlier, the reason why these technology developers like Aerial, they were the main idea of the development of that application is because of consumer want. As you noticed, the guy was discussing what access. The guy was expounding more on control, because what users can actually choose from these videos, can actually share these videos, and can actually comment on these videos. There is interaction. Interaction is very important in digital. I heard earlier as well, being discussed on radio, to concentrate on discussions of interaction. Interaction is something that can be achieved in terms of in digital, because it actually enables you to communicate right away. Unlike before, hindi ka makatawag, or before you can actually get something, marami ka pang dadaanan. As opposed to this, you're actually now addressing the needs of the people, the things that they really want, and actually monetize your content. Another video that I'd like to show naman is, hopefully this inspires the radio people in the room to spark an idea how we can create radio in the next few years.
When you hear a really great song playing and want to know what it is, Shazam is the quickest and easiest way to discover more about music. You can tag a track to identify it, to buy it, to check out the video and lyrics, and to share it with friends. Whether you're watching the TV, listening to the radio, or out in a bar or club, just hold your phone up to the music. Once tagged, Shazam helps you buy the music you like instantly and share with friends on Facebook and Twitter. We've all got friends with great taste in music, and with Shazam Friends, you can see the songs they're into. Browse friends' tags in the usual way, listen to them, and add any song you like straight to your own tag list. To learn more about an artist, get the full lowdown with bios and reviews, there's even lyrics to sing along. Watch videos for an instant fix. Buy tickets to a concert to catch the band live. Get recommendations based on the music you like, and explore what's hot and popular in your country with Shazam's tag chart. And whether you're into global acts or indie bands, stay tuned with the latest inside news with Shazam's blog. Tag straight from your home screen with the Shazam widget, as well as discover what songs Shazammers around the world are identifying with the live tag stream feature. To find out more about a track, add it to your tag list or watch the music video. Shazam. Discover, buy, and share music.
Okay, Shazam is not a radio app. Shazam is basically an application that can detect what is playing on TV, what is playing on radio, and will identify kung ano yung tumutugtog. This is something inspiring for me, because what if we reimagine how radio is perceived, or how radio can be more productive, how radio can be more interactive, and in that particular sense, we can also monetize these contents. We're actually, the way we monetize in radio, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is advertising. But there are so many ways to skin the cat. One is you actually partner up with these content owners, for the matter of radio, well, labels, publishers, which is the lyrics, and access to communication in terms of tweeting. You can monetize these tweets to advertisers or willing advertisers because they want information. What if we reimagine radio in that manner that provides users with the information or the access to everything, but we also get the information? The question kasi kanina was basically radio. How will radio be perceived in the next couple of years? Will it be on? Yes, it's on devices. It's basically playing on your Symbian or your Nokia phones, your Apple phones, but it has to be interactive. So I was also getting questions earlier na what's the perfect, or what could be the right way to succeed, or in a sense, paano ko to move forward in radio. There is no perfect recipe for success, but the only way that you can find out is to actually take the big leap, make the experiment, do the analysis, and maybe you can develop your own strategy on how to succeed in the digital world. The reason why Apple came out that way because nag-experiment si Steve Jobs. In our case, we can do that. We are still in an early stage where radio broadcasting and TV broadcasting is still fairly much new in terms of digital. In that sense, we still have room to experiment. We still have room to learn. And while we're still in that particular stage, let's be more aggressive in finding out information. And in that manner, when we get that data, alam na natin kung paano. Technology or digital is there for you to play around with. Some companies played around with the technology, they created millions. I'd like to share a story. I used to work with the record companies for 12 years. And they were the last ones. Funny enough, they were the last ones to adapt to digital. Considering they have the primary content in selling or in gaining profit in terms of music. But what they did was they controlled yung content nila. They controlled the information, they controlled the sharing, they controlled everything. But it actually didn't give them or bring them revenue because control is something people right now or the new generation is resistant. These generations now doesn't want control. They'd rather have control. So what happened with the music industry was that bumaksak sila because they controlled the music. But what if they were much open to embrace 10 years ago the technology? Then probably now you can see digital sales talaga tumataas. At the moment, as far as I know, digital sales of recording companies still at the stage where it's still growing. But ang pinakamasakit din yung physical sales bumababa. Going back to my analogy, they're still stuck in the old business models wherein, that's working for them, but they should be embracing the new business models or the new technology to complement their business. Going back, earlier I was discussing about consumer behavior. Then I discussed about the application development, the technology side, the ones who develop these ideas, the ones who develop these experiences rather. Now I'd like to touch on the potential in terms of devices. iPods changed media industry. iPhones ramped even faster. iPad growth 3 times, leave siblings in the dust. Why so? Because consumer empowerment is very much there. And what happened was, Apple knew how to monetize the situation. Alam nila, people wanted control. What they did was they created a device, which is the iPad. iPad is just for music and small video. But they understood the fact that, okay, we have a challenge right now. People do have several devices in their bags, in their pockets. Why not change the game and, develop another device, which is the iPhones. But in this chart, you can always actually derive that because of the iPod or the iPad, which is ngayon yung bago, bumibenta siya sobra. It's because it technically addressed all these needs, all these wants. Yes, it's very expensive now, but I heard earlier in the discussion that later on the cost of these devices will go down only because marami na talagang gagalaw. But going back, Apple was able to identify this in the market. Despite tremendous ramp, so far, smartphone user adoption has huge upside. This, I aggressively believe that is going to happen. Why? If you notice, a lot of devices came out in the last 2 years. Your Samsung Galaxy, Samsung Note, your LGs. These are smartphones. Why? The analysis behind this was that the huge upside because these devices allowed people to gain information, to interact. This gave them the edge to progress.